Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Pocket Change. This is Pick and Pass 16. So,
16.
so if you do the math, it's 68, Pick and Pass 16. So if you subtract 16 from 68, I think we're at a year,
You realize, though,
52.
if we've done two things per episode on Pick or Pass
Yes,
each,
yes.
we've done two things each average, and sometimes we did three.
We did three for the first couple, and we realized that's way
But
too much.
but if we did two per episode, that's 64 different categories, different items that we have gone through to let our listeners know whether or not it was something to pick or pass.
I'm cool with it.
So, yeah, me too. And I think I got some good items for tonight. I was trying
All
to
right.
remember all the things. We're going to make out a list of the things we've looked at, though, because I
All right,
grabbed
you
one. I
bring
was
it
like,
up, I'll
nope.
be like, oh my God, you already did this, Trouble. What? Ah, come on. Get your
You
shit
probably
together.
would. You probably would.
I would. I'd call you out, and I wouldn't. I wouldn't edit it. I'm like, all right.
Sad part is, I probably wouldn't remember if you did the same
This
thing
is the
twice.
this is the third time you brought up the Jesus face. Come on, what the heck? I know you want to sell
Hey,
it, but quit bringing it up.
speaking of the Jesus face, it is listed, ladies and gentlemen. It is Frugal Deals.
I'm gonna call you Barnum and Bailey.
The camera, just that was interesting. The camera changed tones.
Exactly. You got a fancy camera. I don't mind. I can go in. I can go out. It doesn't refigure nothing because I paid
It's not
$4.95 for it
supposed
on
to be
eBay.
that fancy.
Well, you
I
got
mean,
a
it's the
fancy
same
one.
thing we use at work for our Teams meetings. It's not that fancy.
Well,
It's only 1080p anyway. It's not even 2K or and certainly not 4K. But anyway, let's get on.
so
All
when you
right,
were
so
since you're so
I
excited
went
about your
first
Friday,
last time. I
okay.
went first last time, so you go first this time. So let's see what your first item is, and let's see if I would pick it or pass on it. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. What is that?
I got these at a thrift store the other day.
Are those old restaurant menus?
Yes, old restaurant menus. Well, that page fell out. But it's
Um,
super cool, right?
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna say that they're probably not worth.
I know, but where can you get grilled rockfish for $1? I'm just saying.
Well, apparently, wherever that was, whenever that
A
was.
crab cake with tartar sauce, 65 cents. The last crab cake I had was when I was traveling, and I paid $24 for it. That might have been overpriced.
I'm gonna pass, ladies and gentlemen, on the old restaurant menus. I think that's more of a. I'm just gonna go ahead while he's looking it up and go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say that is more of a flea market flip or a Etsy project. Something to do with them. Maybe you make wallpaper out of them and sell it in wallpaper rolls. I mean, something. I don't know. But I think that's more of a crafty person buying that and turning it into something to sell. Um, I don't think that's an eBay item. I really don't.
Cafe menus? I put retro food menus. I got a bunch of results.
I put vintage cafe menus and I got 1,300. What'd you get?
Yeah, but when you looked at the pictures, are they really vintage cafe menus?
They look at, yeah. Some of them are obvious reprints. I'm sorry. That is a China. Now somebody's got listed a vintage cafe menu, and it's a Chinese restaurant takeout menu. Come on now. I'm not sure that counts. Now
1,300
here's
plus
one.
results. Okay, yeah, but it's not for a cafe. But okay, that's working. That's probably what they call it. I put vintage restaurant menus and was getting all kinds of weird stuff. But it was like because it was a restaurant. I think it was bringing up
Yeah,
a bunch of.
here's a Hard Rock Cafe menu from 1993. I mean, so yeah, here's one from 1988.
All
Somebody's
right,
stealing
so
Hard Rock
vintage
Cafe
cafe
menus.
menus,
Yeah.
$3, 9.99,
So how many did you come up with first?
1,300.
I got 1,300. All right, so go with our solds.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead. Go
1,300.
ahead and go.
I got them for they were originally $1 a piece. It was 75% off, so I paid a quarter for them. Yeah, I thought they were neat, but apparently I'm the only person that thought they were neat.
No, not necessarily. Let's go to solds.
Okay, advance
Let's look at our solds and see what it is. Yeah, uncheck you.
126. So
Okay.
9.87%.
9.7%.
All right, added an extra point in there.
9.69. 9.7.
But look at these
So,
here.
yeah, I mean, you got them for a
37.50,
quarter.
$50. That's cool though. That's cooler than mine.
Yeah, but this is the solds, right?
Yeah,
Right
this
here
is
we're looking
low.
at now.
$34. Wish I had that one. But $20, $10. I don't know. So I do
So they're
believe, but
all
I think I'll lot the three of them up. Have 75 cents, and I'll take some pictures, and I'm gonna try 29.95. See what happens.
sure. I mean, you might get it.
I
You
might.
might get it.
I
So
think
there
so.
you go,
Three of
ladies
'em.
and gentlemen.
Although
Technically,
they are not a pick, because I was expecting when I looked it up, it would be better than that.
technically that's a pass. At 9%, and we've always said anything really below 10, stay away from. I think we've said that somewhere around there. We've said that.
Yeah.
Really stay kind of out of the 20s or out below 20. And again, there's exceptions. Like the last time we did pick or pass, Ben's brought some items that have extremely low resale value, but have extremely high sell. So even if they sit on your shelf for 2 years, if you get them the way he got them for next to nothing, it's worth it. You're gonna, I think you were got them for $5. Those items we was talking
Yeah.
about last time. You
So
could just
it's a
keep it
pass,
up, but
but 75
it is a
cents. I
pass.
think I can probably make $30.
I'm gonna say more like 5 to 10, but you go with you.
When I sell them, I'll bring it up.
You sell them, you bring it up. I think you're gonna be somewhere around 5 to 10. But ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of the thing. This was a pass. I wouldn't pick up restaurant menus. Now, I guess if you could steal a Hard Rock Cafe menu and keep it for 20 years, because those seem to be doing pretty
Yeah.
well.
No, there was one that
Some
for
that were
$6. So
20 and 30 years old, but a lot of restaurants now don't really give you menus. I've noticed it's not really it's like paper. That's it. It's one sheet. They don't
when I
really
was in
give you.
Tennessee, we went to this place. We had a nice lunch, and then they just brought this machine over, and they're like, "Go ahead and pay." I'm like, "Really? I
Yeah.
didn't." Yeah. Okay. And you just pay with your
hmm
card. Boom. And the machine
Chili's
is
does
what
that a
you use
lot.
to order. I pushed the buttons. I ordered my own food. Somebody ran it to the table. And then when I paid with the card, the lowest percentage of tip was 20%. It was 20, 30, or 40% tip. I'm like, custom.
Mm.
Why should you get 20%? And you didn't even refill my drink. Maybe I'm just cheap.
We're not doing a tipping discussion here. Let's get back to pick or pass.
Hi,
Time.
we're talking about menus.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on you. It's your turn. What do you got?
All right. Vintage Corel plate. Look at that pattern, ladies and gentlemen. This is the stuff you grew up on. I grew up on this. This has got the big C. Now we're not talking about Pyrex here. We're talking about Corel, and this is actually made in the USA. This is one of the classic patterns. Now my wife has Corel as well. I bought her a full set of square modern Corel plates, but this is the old school kind.
What's the
So
pattern called?
I don't know what that
Say anything on the
pattern's
back?
called.
Doesn't it say on the back?
No, it don't say. They don't tell you what the pattern's called on the back of the plates. This is just the old blue. I mean, don't even have the whole set anymore. Thought I'd bring it.
Okay.
You know, this is a saucer plate. Ooh, my camera don't like the reflection. Giving somebody a seizure over here.
All right. Vintage Corel plates.
Yep, I recognize every one of those patterns. Somebody I knew had one.
Trying to find yours. There it is.
Right there. There's it. There it
That's
is
the
right
dinner
there.
plate for $8.
Yeah. $8 for just one dinner plate, or is that a set?
That's for one.
That's one plate? Lord. One plate, $8. Wow.
All right, so that is a
You could just do Corel plates. You don't have to do the actual pattern.
okay. 19,000 Corel plates.
Okay. So wait a minute before you choose it. Now, is it a pick or a pass?
Well, I think if you have the set, it's a pass. It's a pick. But if you just have one plate,
I don't know. One plate looks like it's.
that's a
I
dinner
mean,
plate. That's really what you got a side dish, so you can cut it in half. I think it's a pass. If you run across a set of like four for $20 and you can get that for like $2, it's a pick. If you got one plate for a quarter, it's probably a pass. What about you?
I would pick them even if it's one, because I think you can probably get them for 50 cents. And I don't think you'll be able to buy sets, but I think you probably get them 50 cents to $1 at a yard sale. And I think you can sell them for anywhere from $5 to $10 a piece. Look at that. There's your solds.
Nineteen
Five.
thousand 2,300.
Wait a minute. You said is that sold?
That's sold.
Well, that's better. Did you just realize that? Go back because you said 19,000 was available,
Yeah, and
and
there's
that says
2,300 sold.
2,300 sold. Okay,
Yeah, it's they did the sold.
I thought you said 19,300.
No, 19,000.
2,300 divided by 19,000 is it's a pass, ladies and gentlemen. Comes out at 12%.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a pass, and I guess it's because now that one's a modern design. You can tell that ain't vintage. Um, but it's probably because they're still producing them like crazy. Um, I don't think they're made in America anymore. I could be wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, find out, let me know. But I don't think Corel is made in America anymore. I think they're actually breakable now too.
So I did the vintage Cornell snowflake blue pattern plate. There's one sold for $8.
And there was one listed for $8.
Well, there might be more listed. 81 listed.
81 listed and one sold.
Yep.
That's probably the most common pattern, I believe. That's the most
There's your
recognizable
right there.
pattern.
You got the snowflake salad lunch plate, $4.
No, mine's a saucer plate.
Oh, that's not even as good as this. Yeah, it's even crappier. Oh no, 629.
There it is, right there.
Six
Nine
twenty nine.
bucks. Yep, go down.
Yeah, for two of them.
And $9. Yeah. And there it is with the saucer.
It is the saucer. What are you talking about?
Now I'm talking about you got the plate and the saucer right there for $5.99.
Yeah. No, that's not a plate. That's a cup.
They're not selling the plate underneath it with it.
Yeah, I know. But you said that's the plate and the saucer. It's the cup and the saucer. You confused me. Thank God you're pretty, because you confuse me all the time. All right.
Oh, you're right. It would be it's the cup and the saucer.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I orange again? My
Hey, you look
camera's
like you had
trying
a
to make
tan there for a minute.
me orange like Trump.
All right.
I don't have a spray tan. This is
So
all
far we're
natural.
batting 0.
0. So what's your next one? Is it a Wendy's cup? He's got a Wendy's cup,
Oh
guys.
yeah. You know what?
He's got
Steve, kiss it. I got a Wendy's cup today.
he's got a Wendy's cup.
This
What
is a
in the world?
Moosehead cooler, and it fits a case of beer. Slide a full case in there.
Okay,
It has a
so
barcode on the bottom of it.
it's a Moosehead brand.
Moosehead brand, and it holds a case of beer.
It's a whole case bag cooler. Okay. Probably not gonna last on the beach very long, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? Somebody will buy it.
Well,
Everything
I think if
sells
you're doing
eventually.
Moosehead, you're probably in Canada, so there's not very many beaches.
That's why they don't.
It's a backpack, so you can just
That's
you
why
throw
they.
it on the back, hike through the woods, drink your beers.
I love Canadians. I love you guys. We're gonna make a cooler, eh? It takes a whole case of beer, eh? And
Hey
you
man,
can
that's
put
cool.
it
You
on
just
your
spread the whole case in there. Boom. No
you can
ice.
put it on your back.
Exactly.
And because it's Canada, you don't need a whole lot of cooler because it's gonna stay cold. I don't know. Do Canadians drink their beer cold? I mean, are they drinking warm? Is that cooler reverse? It keeps things hot.
They drink it cold because it's freezing there.
It's cold anyway. It's not cold everywhere in Canada. But it is kind of curious. I know that if you go to Europe, the beer's hot. You have to ask for a frosted stein if you're, and they look at you weird. Anyway, I'm going to say pick. I am going to say pick on that because I think that would sell pretty well.
Yes, I think so too. So let's do the pick or pass. It's a pick for me. I picked it. All right, so I just put in Moosehead cooler. That's not it. That's cool, but these are like koozies, not coolers. Hey, there
Oh,
it is. But that's the light.
yep.
There's the lager. That's the
Yep,
one I
there's
got.
one you got. $24.99.
Yeah, holds
Okay.
24. Oh, this is a wimpy one. It only holds 15. But that's 55 bucks.
Uh,
Wish I had that one.
well, you don't know. It might not be selling. It might just be somebody overpricing it.
Yeah, true, true, true. And there's one of them out there. But there's 30 Moosehead coolers in general. Or
Okay.
20.
Yeah, 20. And how many sold?
That's probably sold. No, it's not. Search. One.
That's not even the right one.
No. That's a cool one though.
0.05. So 5%. That might be an item. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to branch out here and just say this. Okay. So eBay.com, and if you go to list an item now, eBay will let you pay extra to list it on other eBay sites. Now, mine automatically defaults right now to wanting me to list stuff in the UK. But from my understanding, you can actually go and choose another site, another eBay site, and list it. And that might be an item that we should look at. What is it? Um, is it ebay.ca? Is that
Yeah.
Canada?
But they're probably more
My,
prevalent up there, so probably not as big a deal.
yeah.
But even though
So
it's 5%, it's a pick. I think it's cool
it's
as shit. I don't care.
I'm just
I'm gonna buy
curious.
these. I see this again, and it's $6. That's what I paid for this one. I'm gonna buy it for $6, and then I'll have a
I,
whole army of them. And when the apocalypse hit, we'll be the Moosehead Lager boys with machetes because I bought a bunch
you're
of
gonna
them.
make your own beer.
Exactly. No, we're just gonna run around and we're gonna,
I still think it would be a pick for me, ladies and gentlemen. Probably just to add to my personal cooler collection. I don't have that many coolers, but I've got two, and that would be a nice cool one because I just think that, and it makes me want to move to Canada even more because any country that would invent a backpack cooler that holds a whole case of beer,
yeah,
so you can
24
just
cans.
walk around with a whole case of beer on your back. I
But
think that's
the
awesome.
problem is I could only get like the first four out, and then I'd have to put it down because.
The only way we could top that in America is if we made a pony keg backpack.
Um, but we made the beer hat.
The
I think that's an American thing. I got one of those.
the beer hat.
Yeah, you
That's
put two
just
beers there with
two.
the hose.
That's just two. Get the hat, and
But
get
you
the
need the
cooler
hat
from
to go with.
Canada.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
you have your friend reload it, and then you wear a 12. You wear a 24 pack, and we just keep walking and hiking until we run out of beer. We could
or
walk
get
the whole
or get
Appalachian
so
Trail.
drunk you can't walk.
We probably run across Bigfoot.
I do think the only way you could one up a whole case of beer in a cooler backpack would be if you held like a pony keg, or even a whole keg. I don't think I'd carry around a whole keg, but you
I'm
know,
carrying one.
a keg backpack that you can, in some way of keeping it. You need something here on your arm that you can pressurize it. Like you used to do.
Yeah,
Some
I
way.
used to when I had my Dodge Ram Charger. It had a plastic between the two bucket seats up front. And I drilled a
Console.
hole and put a cork in it. I'd fill it up with ice. I used to put a Coors party ball in that dude. That was good. And the little hose came out, and then you just ride around drinking.
See, if you've
Different
got it,
times, people. When I was younger,
if
it
you,
was like,
when I was younger, now I wasn't quite legal yet, but
I wasn't either.
a half refrigerator
Yeah.
in the back of a truck with an inverter.
Hmm.
The keg put in there with the hose ran out through the sliding glass window. When you hit the rumble strips, it repressurizes. Don't ask me how.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
so
that's enough on
that
alcohol.
wasn't a true pick, but it's a pick for me. So
Yeah, I
that's
would
cool.
pick it because I just think it's cool. All right,
All right, save the show, man.
I don't think I can. Tabs,
Tabs,
tabs, old
tablets.
tablets.
Yeah, what kind
This
of
one's kind
tablet?
of cool. It's a LG. It's got that's just stand on the back of it that also doubles as a secondary battery and speaker.
Is it a
So
tablet 10.1, 10.7? You know what it is?
this is a 10.1.
There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, see, I just think this is cool. This is an extra battery that you can charge up.
Cool.
You can charge it up,
Hmm.
and it adds battery life to. So it's like an expanded battery, but it's also a stand. Got this kickstand on it,
Is it a speaker too or no?
and it's a speaker too.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is pretty cool. Too bad the tab's old as it can be, so we have to put vintage tabs. I keep dusting it off,
No, it's going
but
to put a
yeah.
10.1 because that's what's out there.
Okay, so
LG tablet 10.1.
okay,
70 of them. Looks like,
70. That's it.
oh, hold on.
That was the souls,
Yes. Dang it.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. 71.
Really?
100% sell through rate.
70 divided by 71. 98.
Oh, I mean, I just dropped the one, call it
98.
100%.
Seriously? Huh. I got two of them. I need to sell them.
Yeah, 70 sold, 71 listed. Sold
That's on the L.
32, 35, 35, 31, 49. And you got the little battery thing.
Yeah, which might make it a little bit cooler. Yeah. Let's see if this sucker powers on. I'm pretty sure it does.
You don't even know if it works. It's yours. All right. 98% sell through rate.
98% sell through rate. Probably if they work. I'll probably have to put a
Well,
cord in it and see if it
yeah, I would
works.
assume it worked.
I think it needs to be charged up.
One sold is for parts and repair.
So they're even selling for parts and repair. Okay.
Just one. Just one. And it
Yeah,
sold for
but
$4. And there's none.
so how many just regular tabs? Let's just do regular tabs right
Oh, it
quick.
just went up by one. Did you list yours?
No, not that quick. Just go Android tab or whatever, not LG. Just look at tabs. Android tabs.
Okay,
It
not
doesn't have to
LG.
be
But
just
LG,
Android.
there's 503 and sold just LG in general, 278. So LG's about 50%.
About 50%. The 10.1 actually sells better than the other. So
Yeah.
that might be a 7. That might just be a 7. So, but it's still 50% sell through rate. So
Um,
there you go.
no, that's tablets. 24,000 Android tablets
Good Lord.
and 21,000 sold. So Android
2,000?
tablets in general are a good sell-through rate. They're like 90%, just Android tablets in general.
You said there was 20. How many was listed? There's how many sold right there? 2,000, right?
24,000 listed, 21,000 sold.
That's 0.875. So
Mm-hmm.
we're getting a little worse, but that's a heck of a pick, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are at a yard sale or a thrift store, now here's the thing: they're not selling for a tremendous amount of money. We were looking at $35.
Well, look
There's
at the Android in
17.99.
general,
Yeah,
2017. Now, if you find a
yeah.
Galaxy tab in a box, you can get $800 for it,
Yeah,
brand new. And then some
yeah.
schmuck
So
here
and there's Lenovo.
ran one
Yeah,
on the thing.
a stupid auction. There's
Yeah,
a Lenovo.
yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, LG's a good brand, but it looks like Samsung's still king.
yeah.
Um,
They look like they
Still,
sell though.
I mean, even the Amazon, the looks like the
Kindle,
Amazon
yeah,
Fires were
yeah.
selling pretty decent too. You want to try to get them as cheap as possible. I mean, there's a whole range of prices there as we was looking at them.
It
The
looked like,
LG looked like around $35.
and then the no namies look like around 17. So
Yeah. So if it's a name brand you recognize, $5 to $10 at a yard sale or thrift store, hopefully cheaper than that. If it's a no name brand you don't recognize, if it's Takasumi or some Yachong or something like that,
talking to me.
you probably want to get it for a buck, maybe two, because you're gonna sell it. You're gonna list it out there for like $15 to $20. Somebody's gonna want a deal on it.
Yeah,
Offer you best offer. You're gonna sell it for like 12. So $2 on that name brand. LG, the lower brands like LG, you could go 5 to 10. Samsung in good shape, working, you could probably go up to $20 to $30
yeah.
and be okay. So
All right. Well,
pretty.
we've come to the end of another pick and pass. That
I
was
had
good.
actually thought the Corel plate would outperform the tab.
But hey, we found out you were wrong.
I
Wendy knew
was
that already.
wrong. I was wrong, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
thought my
Wow.
menus were going to be something, but they were better than the Corel Pay. I mean, they don't have as good a sell through rate. Well, I think they might have, but they have a higher dollar figure. When I sell that for $29.99,
We'll see.
uh,
We'll
three
see. I
three
don't. I
pounds
don't.
shipping, make an extra $8.
Ain't nobody gonna believe that's 3 pounds of shipping.
Well, there's three of them. Each one of them weighs a pound.
Three of them. Each one of them weighs a pound. I hear you.
Hey,
I
man,
don't.
thanks again for everybody stopping by for a pick and pass. Not the best
Absolutely.
stuff this time, but you know what? Interesting. We're
We,
going to bring you interesting stuff. You
we
know,
need some ideas, ladies and gentlemen. Some things you want us to research. Please, you
just send
know,
us a note.
like, subscribe. Just drop a comment. We look at the comments. We really do. It's really Ben's responding. Um, so, yes, but if you got something you want us to look at, hey, put it down there. We'll look at it. I mean, I
Thanks
guess no
again for
matter how
stopping
stupid
by.
it is.
We'll catch you next time.